Hey guys, good morning. So today is the last class for the SIEM architecture's diagram point of view. And once this one is completed, we have only investigations and practical demo tools. That's all. So, and I will explain about how to read and what to read and how to explain jobs for different types of technologies that I will explain later. I know a lot of people are getting confusion here and there. What vacancies we have to apply, whether we have to apply endpoint security or vulnerability management or application security or network security. I know it's a different modules training basically. So I will clarify all those doubts later. Okay. So let's continue. What are we stopped yesterday? Last one, as per the architecture diagram, is IBM Q radar. So IBM Q radar from past 15 years is the number one tool in the market. So nowadays, most of the organizations also purchasing IBM Q radar. Slowly, they are migrating to Azure Sentinel and Splunk also. But still, it is one of the leading tool right now in the market. Okay, if you want to purchase any security tool, as I said earlier, we have to go and use Gartner report. Okay, that may be antivirus tool or EDR tool or DLP or encryption or firewall or proxy or IDS, IPS. Okay, web application firewall, vulnerability management, even SIM tool also. We will use one of the report or website that is called Gartner. I will show that one. So I'm going to open new tab. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Can you see my screen? Yeah. So I'm typing now SIEM Gartner report 2023. Okay. So if I'm clicking on this one, now you can go to direct images. Okay. So once you're going to images, you can see the 2023 Gartner report. This is the magic Gartner quadrant report. Okay. So under this one, what are the tools are existing? It will show top leaders in the market. So this is knock, not SOC. Let me check. Okay, that's fine. I will explain about 2022. Yeah. You can see this is the overall present Gartner report as per the 2022. So we have Microsoft, Azure Sentinel, IBM, Splunk, Securonics, Exabeam. So these are the 5 leading tools. Okay. So these 5 are leading tools right now in the market. Microsoft Azure Sentinel, IBM QRadar, Splunk, Securonics, and Exabeam. So these are the tools. And also we have Challenger. This is the leader position. Okay. So these are all the Challenger position. In the Challengers, we have Logarithm, Rapid7, Fortinet SIM, and also Devo. So this is another tool. And in the niche players, third quadrant is niche players. We have Managed Engine from Cisco, and also we have Log Log Hunt. Next one is Hawaii. Next one is on the visionary side. We have Sumo Logic. Okay, Elk Elastic Search, and also Micro Focus. So these are all the tools right now. Most of the organizations it will use. If I'll give contribution or segregation out of 100 customers, how many customers they will use these are all the tools? I can say 50 customers they will use IBM QRadar. Remaining 50 customers they will use other tools like a Microsoft Sentinel, Splunk, Securonics, Exabeam. This is the way how the segregation. Now maybe this trend will change in future. Okay, when I say in future, 2024 and 2025, by that time, Sentinel will become number one, and the Splunk also will lead, and IBM will maintain the same position. Are you getting what I'm saying? So if you want to purchase any tool, we have to use one of the website or report. That report is called as a Gartner Magic Quadrant. Quadrant means four. Quadrant means four, right? So here 4 different types of quadrant. First one is a leader quadrant. You can see here leader. This one is challenger. This one is niche players. This one is visionaries. So as per 2022 survey, so Microsoft, IBM, Splunk, Securonics, Exabeam. So these are the 5 leading tools in the leader position. In the similar challenger position is Logarithm, Rapid7, Fortinet, and also Dell. So these are all the part of challenger. Okay, most of the customers, what they will do whenever they want to purchase any tool, they can go and they can check in the Gartner quadrant, which is the leader position. And according to that one, they can go and verify what is the cost is involved, what is the price is involved, and what are the technical features it will support, what is the deployment side. After validating all these parameters, then they can purchase it. Okay. So clear now? That is about how to choose a tool. That one will be done by not our team. That one will be done by solution architect. Okay. So, or maybe security architect or pre-sales team. Okay. So that is about how to choose the tool. Why I'm saying all this conversation. So from past 15 years, IBM QRadar is maintaining the same position. It is not going down or it is not going up also. It is always quadrant position all over the worldwide. As I said earlier, out of 100 customers, 50 customers are using IBM Curator. Remaining 50 customers are using either Splunk or Sentinel or Algorithm or Exabeam or Microfocus or Manage Engine. So in future 2024, Microsoft Azure Sentinel will become maybe number 2 or number 1 in such scenario. Splunk, IBM Curator. So these are all the trend will change. Okay, that is about overall. You don't need to be expert in all these tools. If you know one tool, that is more than sufficient to crack the interview. Okay. So now today we'll discuss about IBM QRadar. Why IBM QRadar is maintaining past 15 years. It's a number one tool. What are the unique features are there? What is the architecture diagram? What is the licensing option? How to calculate storage? All those things we can discuss now. Let's start. So IBM QRadar contains three components. So directly three components, indirectly four components. First one is QRadar console. It is like a SIEM tool. So here we can do the investigation basically. SOC team will do investigations and implementations as well. Our main role is for investigations only, not implementation. Second one is event processor and flow processor. So it will do the processing of the logs. And also additionally, it will complete indexing, filtering and querying. So that is about event processor and flow processor. Processing of the logs and also flow data. Sorry. I will explain. Give me 1 second. Flow data. So third component is event collector and also flow collector. So what it will do, it will do the collection of the logs and also using different types of log collection of the logs and flow data using different types of log integration methods from various log sources. And additionally, it will complete aggregation, parsing and normalization. So that is about first component. For third component, last component is a node. Node is mainly for the storage purpose, storing of the logs. We can use node. So these are all the components mainly contains by IBM QRadar. Even QRadar console, that is like a SIEM tool, we can use it. There we can do the investigation part. And also, not only just for investigation, we can do implementation as well. So like log onboarding, correlation rule creation, fine tuning, troubleshooting of the log sources, giving the access to the newly onboarded employees or users. Okay, tenant management. So all those things will do part of the QRadar console. That is our main console. Second component is event processor and flow processor. So you can observe here, I not only event, even it is collecting the flow data as well. Flow processor. So whatever we discussed previous, all the 5 to 6 SIEM architecture diagrams, whatever left hand side I provided, right hand side is same as it is. But in the IBM QRadar architecture is different. Okay, you can see here now. before class has been started, I was drawing this diagram. This is related to IBM Q radar. So IBM Q radar is console, this one, event processor here, and flow processor. But previously, whatever we discussed, whatever a component I'm giving here, is same component is applicable here as high availability. Okay. Now that means IBM QRadar it collecting the not only events or logs, even flow data as well. Flow data in the form of IP packets, and events or logs are nothing but actions or activity of any end user or employee or user or database or application or cloud. Any action whatever we are doing, that backend some of the logs will generate. That is called computer recorded activity. And flow data is nothing but what are messages we are sending in the form of data. So that is called flow data. So it will collect not only logs but also it will collect even flow data as well. So only total 3 to 4 vendors only supporting logs integration as well as flow integration. Example HP ArcSight, McAfee, and also IBM QRadar. These three vendors will support integrating of both events and flows. Neither remaining all other vendors are not supporting integrating of the flow data. Okay, that is one of the unique feature basically. So third component is event collector and flow collector. So it will complete collection of the logs using different types of log integration methods from the various log sources like a firewall, proxy, or DLP, or encryption, web application firewall, all the servers, all the database, all the applications using different types of log integration methods. So what are the log integration methods IBM QRadar is supporting? It is supporting syslog, it is supporting WMA method, it is supporting MSRPC, it is supporting collector agent, it is supporting flow collector because flow data. So next one is supporting API method as well. So these are all the different types of log integration methods IBM QRadar is supporting. Now, how we can explain backend process now? And in case in the interview point of view, they'll ask what is IBM QRadar architecture or IBM QRadar components, how to express. IBM QRadar contains three components directly and one component is indirectly. So total three components are, one is QRadar console, second component name is event processor and flow processor, third component name is event collector and flow collector, fourth component as a node. Okay. So what event collector will do, it will collect the logs from the different types of log sources like so firewall, NADS, NAPS, proxy, encryption, EDR, DLP, file integrity monitoring, HADS, HAPS, proxy, and also network IDS, network IPS, all the servers, all the databases, vulnerability management, email gateways, wireless LAN, all the cloud, using different types of log integration method. Those log integration methods are syslog, WMA, MSRPC, collector agent, flow collector, and also API token method. After collecting all these logs by event collector and flow collector, it will complete aggregation, parsing, and normalization. Those logs and flow data, it will send it to event processor and flow processor. Event processor, it will complete the so indexing, querying, and filtering of the events and logs. Flow processor, it will complete flow data filtering, indexing, and querying. And also backend, they have correlation rule engine. Now, whenever attacker is doing some of the hacking or adversary related tactics and techniques and procedure, based on the correlation rules, whatever we created, it will hit that particular logic. And finally, front end of the IBM QRadar, offenses will be generated. Offenses. So in the QRadar terminology, we will not call it as an incident, we will not call it as alert, but what we will call it incident name as the offense. That is also one of the interview question. What is mean by offense in QRadar terminology? So what is mean by offense in QRadar terminology? It is nothing but incident or alert notification. Okay. So now once you are opening the QRadar console, what are the exactly you can see different types of tabs. One is dashboard. Second one is offenses. Under offenses only we can see correlation rules also. Next one is log activity. Next one is network activity. Next one is assets. Next one is risk manager. So next one OBA, threat hunting, SOAR. Next one is admin. Next one IBM Pulse. Okay, so these are all the different tabs. There are so many tabs basically. So you can see no other vendor is supporting vulnerability scanning except HP ArcSight. So only two vendors right now in the market is supporting vulnerability scanning, integrating the vulnerability scan reports to SIEM tool, that is IBM Curator and HP ArcSight. Okay. So dashboard is mainly for the dashboard creations, what's going on to see security posture of the organization. There we can create dashboards. And offenses is like incidents or alerts. Okay. So as I said earlier also, in the IBM Curator terminology, incidents or alerts or alarms is called as offenses. Okay. So next one is log activity tab. There we can do the investigation basically. Next one is network activity. So whatever events are collecting from left hand side, that is called log activity. Whatever right hand side flow data we are collecting, that is part of network activity. So that's why there are two different types of tabs are existing here. One is for the log, second is for flow data. Okay. Next one is assets. Even we can map our assets. Nothing but when you say assets, always remember either end user machine or servers. In this terminology, IBM Curator terminology, when you say asset, basically servers, meaning here we can maintain all the servers configuration like a service now or knowledge base or maybe CMDB configuration management database. We can configure all the servers here itself. We can track and we can do the managing of the servers basically. So that is mean by assets here. Risk manager is mainly for the vulnerability scanning. Whatever vulnerability reports are generated by Nessus or Qualys, those input we have to feed into the IBM Curator. According to that one, we can create correlation rule, or even we can track the fixing of those vulnerabilities in the IBM Curator itself. As I said earlier, no other vendor is supporting this feature except HP ArcSight. Next one is OBA. So in the IBM Curator terminology, we will not call it as a OBA. We can call it as a UBA, User Behavioral Analytics. It's not UVBA, it's a UBA. Next one is threat hunting. Next one is SOAR capability. In IBM Curator, SOAR capability name is called as IBM Resilient. In this Splunk, it is called as a Phantom. Exabeam, it is called as a Instant Responder. Palo Alto, it is called XOR. In the IBM Curator, we can call it as a SOAR. SOAR name is IBM Resilient. Next one is admin. Admin tab is mainly for the configurations, log onboarding, data support modules integration, data sources integration, use case management, and also EPS count changing. All those will can do part of admin. Next one is a pulse. Pulse will provide the what's happening, how many incidents are there, how many what overall security posture. That is part of pulse basically. So these are all the different types of tabs we can see once you are opening the IBM Curator. All these things we can discuss practically also. So that is about overall IBM Curator components and architecture. I'm repeating once again, IBM Curator contains three components, directly, indirectly four components. Those three components are IBM Curator console, event processor and flow processor, event collector and flow collector, and finally node. Okay, so node, I forgot to make it as a symbol here. We can make note here, node, and we can give connection here in between these two. Node is mainly for the storage purpose, storing of the logs. Yeah. Next one is the event collector and flow collector. It's mainly for the collection of the logs like aggregation, parsing, and normalization. So this is about overall Curator architecture or Curator components. Okay. Any doubt in this one? It's a compulsory interview question, guys. And 1000% you can keep IBM Curator in your resume. Why? Because as said, most of the customers are using IBM Curator all over the worldwide. Okay. Any doubt in IBM Curator architecture? Any doubt? What is the backend process? How the alert will be generated?
అఫెన్స్ గురించి చెప్పారు సార్.
Sorry?
అఫెన్స్ డాష్బోర్డ్ తో అఫెన్స్ అని చెప్పారు.
Yeah, that I will give. Separately, I will give. I will explain. Yeah.
Okay.
But backend process or components, any doubt?
No, sir.
No, right? What about others?
No, sir.
Okay,
No.
perfect. Perfect. Thank you. So next one is we can go on to we can discuss about in depth as Linga, right? Asked about question. Yeah. So then we can discuss about more into, okay, so backend process. Here I will write backend process. Whenever someone will ask about what is IBM QRadar components or architecture, you can explain everything, not only just about components. You can explain about components along with backend process both. Don't explain about only it contains four components: QRadar console, event processor, flow processor, event collector, and flow collector node. Don't explain about only those. You can explain about how the alert will be generated. You can explain that backend process also. Clear? Yeah. So I can write this. Okay, so backend process offline after completing this class properly without hurry. So next one is we can discuss about couple of other things. Licensing part. So licensing is based on the GB per day. So per day, how much storage it is required, or how much GB it is generating. Second one is the total number of end users, and also total number of EPS count. Anyway, that is part of our GB per day calculation itself. Total EPS count. So that is about licensing part. Okay. So based on the different types of deployments all over the worldwide, IBM company, what they have done. So why we have to make assumptions every time? Why can't we implement one of the formula? Okay. That's what it has done, because daily you are doing some of the work, you can do the estimation easily, right? Same thing, IBM QRadar also, after several deployments all over the worldwide or across the universe, they made one of the conclusion. What is that conclusion? That conclusion is related to storage calculation. Okay. So dedicate, this is applicable to only IBM QRadar, no other vendor. No other vendor, whatever we discussed previously, we have to calculate everything like what is EPS count, what is total number of EPS count, next one events per day, next one is events per year, then we have to calculate the storage, all those things end to end we have to calculate manual way. But as I said earlier, after deploying so many deployments by IBM QRadar, it has came some of the conclusion. It has come, sorry, it has come some of the conclusion stating that this is the formula we have to use. There is no need to calculate if it's IBM QRadar vendor. Did you remember this? I mean, storage calculation we discussed previously.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now you can go back to here. That's what I'm saying. Instead of doing all those things are manually, what IBM QRadar has concluded one of the formula. Storage calculation. So for 90 days, for 1000 EPS count, 1000 EPS count, storage is required is 6.5 terabytes. This is the conclusion they made it. After doing the several deployments and also storage calculation. For 1000 EPS, for 90 days, 6 terabytes is required. Clear? Now, okay, for example, in our organization level, it is generating 1000 EPS count for 1 year. So for 365 days, in my organization, it is generating 1000 EPS, sorry, 10,000 EPS count. Now, how much terabytes is required? Anyone? Simple mathematical calculation. 365 days for 10,000 EPS, how much terabytes is required? You can use phone or Excel sheet or pen or paper.
26 TB.
30.
26 TB?
Sorry.
13, sir. 13.
Simple mathematics, logical thinking. Probationary officers, any probationary officers here? Or competitive exams?
39 TB. 13, sir. 13,000.
I am also calculating in mobile. 1 second. 4 into 10 into 6.5. 260. 26, that's right. 26 terabytes. 26 is correct answer. Okay, how it will come? 90 days by 365 days. How many? 360 you can consider. Forget about 5 days. So 360 by 90, 4. 1000 PS there above. Here 10,000. Nothing but 4 into 10 into 6.5. So 26 terabytes it will come. So 4 into 4 quarters, right? 4 quarters is equals to 1 year into 10 into, so 6.5 terabytes. Altogether, how much it will come? Altogether, how much it will come? 40 into 6.5. It's a 26 terabytes. That's right. Clear?
26.
Yeah. So this is the formula actually IBM Q Radar is developed for any customer according to the EPS count. Simple mathematical formula. We no need to go to the whatever initially we invented one of the calculation, right? We no need to go to that one, and there is no confusion and calculations point of view. Okay, so this is what IBM concluded. This is the way how we can do the any storage calculations. Simple. Now we need require 26 terabytes. How much SAN or NAS storage is required, or maybe drive, or maybe cloud, or whatever we are going to do it as a backup or storage related part. Okay. So that is about storage calculation. Dedicated to IBM Q Radar, this formula is applicable. No other vendors. Please keep in mind as a noted. Next one is additional licensing. Additional licensing. What are the additional license we have to purchase? So we have to purchase, first thing is UBA. As I said, we'll not call it as UVBA in the IBM Q Radar terminal. It's only UBA. Next one is the SOAR. In the IBM Q Radar terminology, SOAR name is IBM Resilient. So third one is threat hunting we have to purchase. Next one we have to purchase. They have their own open source IBM Expos, but if you need commercial threat intelligence feeds, we can purchase that one also. That threat intelligence feeds in the IBM Q Radar terminology, it is called as IBM Expos. Next one, we have to purchase flow collectors also, because it is collecting the flow data as well. Okay. Next one, we have to purchase premium support. Next one, we have to purchase vulnerability scanning license. So these are all the couple of additional licensing we have to purchase. All these are additional part. So not only just whatever modules you are purchasing, additionally you are purchasing, then only it will become full-fledged solution. It depends whether you need required all these modules or not. It depends. If you don't have the budget or price, we no need to purchase everything. We can use like a simple tool. Okay, so if you need all the features and all the functionalities, full-fledged version, then we have to purchase all these additional things. So that is about overall licensing part. Next one is the design and deployment side. So it will support three different types of deployments. Once again, standalone. Next one, distributed. Next one, all in one box. So all the modules will be there in one box. That is called all in one box. Like in our scenario, IBM Q Radar scenario, event collector, flow collector, event processor and flow processor, and Q Radar, everything will be there in single console. That is called Q Radar. Let me try. Can I show maybe possible one of the hardware device? Q Radar 3125 SIM hardware. Yeah, this is the one. 3129. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is basically SIM tool. So this is the SIM tool, guys. This is hardware device. This is what I'm saying. This hardware box combination of, yeah, this is the hardware box. So this is the hardware box. This is SIM tool basically from IBM side. Okay, so this device contains So dedicated to QRadar hardware, event collector and flow collector, event processor and flow processor, those are once again different. If all the components are there, all the components, when I say all the components, all these QRadar console, event processor and flow processor, event collector and flow collector node, everything is there in the single box. That is also possible. That is called all-in-one box. But right now, whatever I'm showing is a dedicatedly QRadar main device 3129. This is also another entire question. Which QRadar model number you worked on? You can say 3125 or 3129 or 4125 or 4128. All these are model numbers. This one basically will take care of the respective log collection, log analysis, log processing, log monitoring. Final alerts will come. Once those alerts will come, then we will do the investigation. So this device we can deploy in the respective data center or on-premise location in the rack mount. Clear now? Did you see this tool, how the tool looks like? This tool only will access through remotely now. Through one console will be there. Through that console we can access. That console we can call it the management console. Okay. So nowadays everyone is migrating the cloud. Even cloud is very expensive. That is the reason couple of implementation they will use a cloud-based solution also. So next one is second module implementation wise. We have three different types. One is hardware based. Second one is software based. Third one cloud based. Cloud based solution we can call it as a QRock. Now instead of purchasing the dedicated hardware device, whatever I have shown just now, we can use cloud environment. One second, guys. One second. Sorry, guys. Yeah, cloud based is called as a QRock. QRock full form is QRadar and cloud. Instead of purchasing the hardware module and deploying in our data center, so directly we can purchase a cloud based module. Okay, so for that one we can integrate all the logs. So like virtual space they will give to us. That virtual space we have to utilize to deploy our tool. That is called QRock. Nowadays, instead of purchasing this particular hardware device module, we can purchase or utilize directly QRadar and cloud also. That is inexpensive as compared to purchasing the dedicated hardware module. Okay. So now go back to our Excel sheet. Yeah. So these are all the implementation point of view: hardware based, software based, and cloud based. Okay. All the TCS deployments are QRock, QRadar, and cloud only. They are not using dedicated hardware device. So hardware device model numbers, as I said earlier, 3125. Just now we have seen 3129. That is model number I have shown you. 4125 and also 4128. At the time of interview, if they will ask which is the hardware based model number you worked on, you can give either of the one model number, not all four. One model number you can remember and you can say at the time of the interview. Clear? So far, any doubt in this IBM Q radar before going to other topic?
Sir,
Yeah, please.
yeah, if they are asking the model numbers like 3125, we tell that 3125, 3129, any one of this, right, sir?
Only one, not all four. Only one.
Only one. Okay, is
Because
there any differences between them or all are same?
no, based on the EPS count, EPS count, events per second. 3125 maybe it will support 10,000, 3129 will support 12,000, 4125 it will support 20,000, 4128 it will support 25,000 based on the EPS count.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Clear? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So any one only you can say, not all four, only one. It's a very good question. Thanks for asking that. Only one you can say at the time of the interview, not all four. Okay. Next one. QRadar score, risk score. So all other vendors, what the risk score we discussed, most of the common risk score or security score, incident score.
0 to 100.
0 to 100, that's right. But QRadar and Exabeam, these two are exceptional. QRadar and Exabeam. Exabeam, what is the risk score or incident score?
0 to infinity, sir.
0 to infinity.
0 to infinity, that's right. But QRadar is supporting 0 to 20 only, 0 to 10 only, sorry, 0 to 10. Okay, it's not 0 to 100 or 0 to infinity. It is supporting 0 to 10 only, 0 to 10. This score we can call it as a magnitude. Okay, so we will not call it as risk score also. Basically, we'll not call it as incident score also. We'll call it as a magnitude. QRadar magnitude question, guys. QRadar magnitude. So for understanding purpose, I'm keeping these two in the bracket. QRadar magnitude or risk score, 0 to 10 scale range. Okay, so 8 to 10 is belongs to example critical. So next one is 6 to 8 is belongs to high, 4 to 6 is belongs to medium, 2 to 4 is belongs to low, and 0 to 2 is belongs to informational. So this is the way how the segregation of the severity wise. Okay, now once again this magnitude is depending on three parameters. Magnitude, first I will provide the definition. Magnitude in IBM Q radar is called as incident score. It is the scale of the range. What is scale of the range? Scale of the range from 0 to 10.
2 10, sir.
Yeah. Magnitude is depending on three parameters. What are those three parameters? First one is severity, credibility, and relevance. Severity, credibility, and relevance. So according to these three parameters, once again, severity 0 to 10, credibility 0 to 10. Okay. And relevance also 0 to 10. I'll keep that one in the directly in, yeah. Severity also 0 to 10. Next one is credibility also 0 to 10. Relevance. So severity means you know already. Severity is nothing but priority wise. It's a critical or some high or severity point of view. Prioritization basically. That is 0 to 10 scale range. Credibility, trustworthy of the attacker point of view. So whether it will do the hacking is a more or less, and complexity point of view, that is called credibility. Relevance is whether it is coming frequently or rare cases it will occur. So frequency of the respective incident, that is relevance. So these three. Now magnitude is nothing but average of these three. Magnitude equals to average of severity, comma, credibility, and relevance. So how we can calculate average basically? So magnitude equals to now
Okay.
by 3. Average, so average here 3 parameters here. Severity plus credibility score plus relevance score by overall by 3. Okay, so then magnitude will come. Now I will ask one question. Example, DOS attack or DDoS attack. DOS attack, example, take DOS attack. Severity is 10 out of 10. Okay, next one is relevance. What is the frequency of the occurrence? It is 9. And the trustworthy of the respective attack complexity point of view, credibility is 8. Then what is the overall magnitude for DOS attack side now? What is the magnitude now?
9.
Yeah, 10 plus 9 plus 8 by 3.
21.
10 plus 9, 19 plus 8, 27 by 3. It's equivalent to 9. That's right. So this is the way how the score will come as a offense, right? So that is the way how the magnitude will be calculated. It's an entire question, guys. Example this one. So next one is offenses in IBM Q radar. So offense is nothing but it is like incident or alert. Security, incident or alert or alarm. In IBM Q radar terminology, is called as offenses or offense. What is security incident? Well, once again, what is incident definition? What is incident definition? It will give negatively impact, not a positive way. It is a negative way. CIA triad. What is that CIA triad? Confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So in IBM Q terminology, so that particular negative impact is called as an offense now. Clear? Any doubt? Someone is asking, right? I think Linga or Anurag. Any
Yes,
doubt
sir,
in
clear,
this
sir.
one?
This is Naveen, sir.
Yeah, Naveen, sir. Naveen Reddy. Yeah. Is
Yes.
it clear now? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I will give that one also. So it will give negative impact. Of CIA triad. So that I provide already this definition initially. So that it will cause business outage or disruption. So that is called IBM, offense basically. Okay. Next one is node. So node is for storage purpose as said earlier. Next one leaf in IBM Q radar. So full form is light
Right. Light
extendable event format. So all other vendors we can call it as a common event format. Nothing but different types of log formats can be converted into SIEM tool understandable or readable format is called as a parsing. That parsing format is a CEF, common event format. But in IBM Q terminology, we will not call it as a leaf, CEF, common event format. We will call it as a leaf, LEF, leaf. Okay. So meaning what? So converting the different types of raw log formats into IBM Q radar understandable format. So that format is called as a leaf. Okay. So it is a common event format in IBM Q radar. It will convert different types of log formats into
log sources.
IBM Q radar
Is called
understandable
as
format. That is called leaf. Okay. Next one is
leaf.
log integration methods. So log integration, what are different log integration methods it is supporting? It is supporting first one is syslog. Second one is flow collector method. So net flow data basically. Okay, when you say flow, net flow data. Once again, net flow data means combination of both inbound traffic plus outbound traffic. If you want to configure net flow interface, which method we will use? Which interface? That interface name is called as? Interface name is called? Yes, that's right. Span or mirror method. That's correct. So netflow hyphen using span or mirror method I'll keep. Using span or mirror method. One more device also will support span or mirror method. Which tool? One more tool deployment also. Span or mirror method. Which is the tool? One more tool also will support spanner method. Which is the tool name or solution otherwise? Which solution or tool we have to deploy using span or mirror method? Anyone?
Inline.
No. Bindu, what is the answer?
IDS, sir.
Which ideas? Be specific.
Okay, sir.
NADS, NAPS.
NIDS.
Only NADS. NAPS is inline method. Sorry if I'm
NIDS,
rude.
sir.
Sorry if I'm rude, Bindu. So NADS. Okay, so here NADS we can use spanner mirror method, and NAPS is inline method. Clear?
Inline method, yes, sir.
Yeah. So same thing here also we can use spanner method. That interface we have to give to flow collector. Flow collector also, it's a hardware module basically. So those model numbers are event collector and flow collectors are hardware modules. 1800, 1700 and 1900. This is not entirely a question, just for understanding purpose only. Because flow data is very high as compared to logs. So that's why we have to use hardware modules to collect the flow data as well. So one of the core switch interface, whatever we are calling spanner mirror interface, that interface we have to give to this particular flow collector module or hardware module. Okay, that is called flow collector method. Next one is WMI, Windows Messaging Instrumentation. What is drawback of Windows Messaging Instrumentation method? Anurag, what is the drawback of WMI method, log integration method? Are we using right now currently? WMI method? Are we using WMI method or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
No, we are not using. So most of the cases per second, if it is generating more than 50 events per second, a WMI method will not support. We'll use MSRPC. Okay. So WMI method is not that much. Okay, so regularly used method. So to eliminate that one, we are using MSRPC, Microsoft Remote Procedure Call. Next one is collector agent. Win collector agent or collector agent. What is the last method? API token method. So these are all the methods are supported by IBM Q radar. Okay. So next one is DSM. DSM, device support module or data support module. Data support module. What is mean by data support module? Name itself it is suggesting. In case if you want to integrate third-party log other than IBM products, IBM has a servers. This whatever we are studying about IBM Q radar, it's a company of IBM. So what are the IBM related products we have? Example, IBM servers, IBM middlewares, IBM mainframes. There are so many, right? So other than these IBM products, whatever IBM Big Fix for patch management, all these. Other than IBM, whatever tools, logs if you want to integrate, or data source logs we have to integrate, we will use DSM, data support module. So third-party log integrations, third-party log sources logs integration. One dedicated module we can use. The dedicated module is called as the DSM. Okay. So using different types of log integration methods, this DSM will support third-party log integration. Okay, that is the meaning. Third-party log integrations of different types of log sources or data sources can be used by DSM module. Okay, so that is called DSM. It's entire question, guys. Next one is one more, coalescing. Coalescing. Coalescing general meaning is removing the something. Here, whatever removing here, it is called a duplications. So what is mean by duplication removing here? So as I said, our storage calculates based on the EPS count. For example, you are not implementing account lockout policy, meaning what? So infinity times you can try. Okay, so then you can guess the password. So that is called without implementing account lockout policy. So how many times you can do? You can do it. Okay, account will will not be locked out. So if you are implementing account lockout of 5 attempts or 3 attempts, that is a threshold. Okay, so then that scenario only 3 attempts. If attacker or internal employee is doing, account will be locked out. If it's a 5 attempts threshold, then after 5 attempts, account will be automatically be locked out. So that is normal procedure. Now in that scenario, there are a lot of duplicates will come now. Example, maybe you want to log into Windows machine, your laptop. When I say Windows machine, laptop. So your password is example to log into your laptop. Password is password. All are small letters. So maybe by mistake or typo error, you given PASSWOD capital password. Whether are you able to log in now? Your normal password is password without case sensitive. So now you given password is a P capital letter. Whether are you able to log in?
No, sir.
No,
sir.
we are not able to log in. Now you forgot to click on the caps lock once again and you given everything as a capital letter. Are you able to log in now?
Yes.
No.
Now login failures will occur or not backend?
Login failure will occur.
Yeah, what is the event ID? What is event ID?
4625.
Yeah, 4625. So there are so many duplicates now. This is one of the event ID 4625. This one of the event ID 4625. Okay, so these are all duplicates now. So each and every log also will measure one of the space. That is 500 bytes or 100 bytes or 200 bytes. Indirectly, that one leads to EPS count will be increased. EPS counts will be increased leads to storage calculation. So storage calculation leads to cost finally. Okay, right? So now, so even not only that cost perspective, we have so many logs are there, investigation also difficult. Whenever any incident is happened, what is the incident is about? So for auditing side also. So that is the reason whatever duplicates will be there, we have to remove all those duplicates. That removing the duplicates, okay, we can call it, the process is called as coalescing part. So removing the duplicates, duplicates of the logs, or else bundling same type of logs into single log is called as coalescing. It's one of the favorite interview question. What is coalescing in IBM Q radar? Okay, so that is called coalescing part. So next one is severity levels. So you know already what is severity levels in IBM Q radar and what is the risk score? We discussed already.
0 to 10.
0 to 10, sir.
0 to 10. Okay, so from what is critical score?
6 to 4.
6 to 4.
8
Critical.
to 10, sir.
8 to 10,
8
sir.
to 10.
2 10.
Yeah, 8 to 10. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so 8 to 10. First one is severity levels. First one is critical. Score is 8 to 10. Next one is high. Score is 6 to 8. Next one is medium.
4 to 6.
4 to 6. And low.
2 to
2
4.
to 4. Finally, informational.
0 to 2.
Yeah, basically, when you are seeing the alerts or offenses, not alerts, offenses in IBM Q radar, okay, so it will come as a red color, orange color, next one yellow color or green color. But don't say that colors at the time of the interviews. Red color is a critical. Okay, so then yellow color is a medium, or green color as a low or informational. Don't use that color terminology. Okay, use this particular score. Clear? Yeah, informational is 0 to 2. So these are all the different types of severity levels and also magnitude score. It depends on the alerts will be alert score basically. Next one is IBM Pulse. Pulse is one of the dashboard basically we'll create. So what is this IBM will provide? It will provide insights, visualizations, and also security posture. What's happening overall organization. There is no need to go to the each and every day's dashboard, and you have to understand about what is going on the organization level related to firewall or EDR or proxy or IDS or IPS or web application firewalls or any servers. If you are going to IBM Pulse, it's one of the additional license also. So if you are maintaining this particular IBM Pulse in our curator console, then you will come to know that what is the overall security posture and what is the performance of the security. Everything we can identify in the single dashboard. That is called IBM Pulse. Okay, so do you think that all the directors and security managers or chief information security officer, he will sit in front of the SIEM tool and he will do and he will work on what's going on and he will take care of the investigation? Not at all, right? He will go to this dashboard and he will analyze everything by seeing the diagram or by seeing the dashboard of the Pulse. Okay, this is the overall security posture. So whether it's a critical or high or medium or low. Okay, it's a medium means fine. We are well and good. If it's a critical, okay, we have to improve that critical. We have to bring it back to green, and we have to work on the instant investigation. That information will be provided to manager. Manager will inform to cybersecurity analyst. Cybersecurity analyst will work on all those instant investigations. So to see in a single glance, at a glance, we will use IBM Pulse to verifying what's going on, overall security point of view, as insight. That is called IBM Pulse. It will provide insights of the organization or security posture of the organizations related to threats or incidents. For that one, we will configure IBM Pulse. Okay. So that is about IBM Pulse. Next one is a reference set. Okay. So what is this reference set basically? So this reference set we will configure under the curator correlation rule. Okay. So what we can define this reference set. This is also one of the favorite interview question, guys. Reference set in IBM QRadar. It's like an indicator. One of the indicator we can make it as the reference. So what is that reference sets in IBM QRadar? It will store the data in a simple format. Sorry. It will store the data in a simple format based on the condition or schema as a indicator is called as reference set. So whenever any incident is occurred, which is easy for identifying as indicator? Anyone? Example, one of the alert is received. In that alert, if you see the reference is this one, so that investigation is easy. Which one you will feel like investigation easy in that alert notification as indicator? I'm repeating once again. One of the alert is received. You want to do the investigation. First and foremost, which reference you will take it as a investigation purpose? First thing, what you will observe?
IP address, sir.
Whether it is
Exactly,
a
IP address. IP address. Whether that particular IP address is belongs to internal IP or private IP, or else it's a public IP or external IP. So if you are doing this particular segregation, half of the investigation is completed basically. Whether the attack is coming from the insider threat or internal attack, or it is coming from the external attacker itself. So that's why always it's better to maintain a reference set by default as a IP address. Even we can make it as a domain name also, but domain names couple of times we are not sure whether it is internal domain or external domain. But remembering the private IP address range easy for us. So that's why always we will take by default as a reference set. We can take other parameters also, like SNMP traps or default domain name, source IP, destination IP, port number, everything we can consider. But easy understanding, user-friendly purpose, what the reference set you will consider as a IP address. Example reference set are IP address, MAC address, hash values, domain names, and so on, log sources, and so on. But note, I'm giving note, by default, we will consider reference set as a IP address. Okay, so that is about reference set. In the IBM Q radar, this reference set where you will configure or where you can enable, this reference set we can enable part of our correlation rule creation. Okay, so at the time of the rule response, we can select this particular reference set under the rule response. Okay, what correlation rules means here, for different types of attacks, we will create different types of logics. So that particular thing we can call it as correlation rule. There are two different types of correlation rules already we discussed. What are those two different correlation rules? What are two different correlation rules or use cases?
CIE.
Default and customized, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Default and customized one. So default is whatever vendor is providing, and the customized one is whatever we are creating. Okay. So these are the two different types of correlation rules we will create. So in the correlation rules, basically, we will configure this particular reference set as a rule response. And what is the rule action, guys? Rule action. How the notifications will come to us? What are the different ways notifications will come to us? What are the different ways
Email.
notifications will come to email? Okay, next.
Email, in console,
SIM console, that's right.
and mobile. In mobile also, sir, through message.
That's right. Yeah, mobile SNMP traps. Okay, all these. Okay, we can receive through either email notification or maybe through SNMP traps or syslog server or mobile notification. All these ways we can receive the rule alert notifications. Okay. Next one is IBM Magistrate. IBM Q radar Magistrate. So magistrate meaning basically here, it will create and manage all the offenses. Managing of the offenses. Managing of the offenses, whatever. So it is triggered. Alerts are triggered. Okay. So all managing of all those offenses, we can call it as a IBM. So magistrate. Managing and creating of all the offenses once the alert is triggered is called as IBM Magistrate. That is the functionality of the basically So magistrate, once the notifications are coming, either syslog or SNMP or email messages as offenses, now all those offenses will be managing and maintained by the curator magistrate. That process is called as IBM curator magistrate. Okay. Next one is building blocks. I forgot to say this one. Building blocks. It's in short we can call it BBs. Building blocks in shortcut we can call it BB. First letter is a B. Second letter also B. That is called building blocks. So what is building blocks in IBM QRadar? Whenever we are creating the logic or correlation rule or computer algorithm or use case, first we have to test that one. Okay. So that after completing the test, then only whether it is a passing or failing. So like example, security testing, not security testing, testing tools team, they will use two different types of testing. One is a manual and automated one. So manually, they will test couple of use cases or couple of test cases. In the similar automated tool way, they will use couple of test cases to do the performance testing or feature testing or functionality testing. Same way, building blocks also, whatever logic we created, whether it is working or not. See, example, maybe I given wrong logic. Whether alert will be generated? No, alert will not be generated. So after creating these test cases, we have to verify and we have to test it, whether that test case is working or not. That particular terminology in IBM QRadar, we can call it as a building blocks. But building blocks will not generate any alert. Only it will test the case. It's working fine or not. But on the other hand, correlation rule, it will test, it will generate notification also. That is the main difference between correlation rule and building blocks. So BBs are test cases in the IBM QRadar to test the logic or algorithm or use case we created or developed. So that is called building blocks. And as I said, building blocks, whether it is generate alert notification, building blocks will not generate alert notification. Only we will test it, that's it. But correlation rules will be generate alert notification also. On the other hand, correlation rule will generate alert notification. Okay. So that is about building blocks and also correlation rules part. I think, yeah, these are all overall IBM QRadar, guys. Okay. Tomorrow, whatever pending topics are there, I can complete that one from day after tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So I can start the practical scenarios, practical tools basically from today's Tuesday, correct? Yeah, from Thursday onwards, I will start practical tools. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So what are the tools I'm going to show? Ticketing tool is ServiceNow. Second one is vulnerability management is NSS. Third one maybe EDR is a CrowdStrike or Sophos. And SIM tool is IBM QRadar and other tools. And Bindu, as you requested yesterday, in the tomorrow class, I will explain about Azure Sentinel as well.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
You're always welcome. No problem at all. Okay. So yeah, tomorrow what are pending topics are there? Overall theoretical point of view, except investigation. So I'll cover all those pending topics, and the day after tomorrow onwards, we can start the practical sessions. So as I said, you can apply jobs for the different vacancies, not only for cybersecurity SOC. You can see here down, there are a couple of tabs I provided. All these tabs are different types of vacancies, by the way. Vulnerability management is one of the vacancies you can apply job vacancies. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This training is not only for the cyber security SOC operations related to L1 or L2 or L3. This training is for multiple vacancies. Okay, so your resume also it should be generic way. So you do have experience like IBM, I mean vulnerability management and the EDR, firewall, proxy, then basic knowledge on application security, and also auditing. Auditing is pending, that anyway I can teach later. Auditing also. This is the way how you can keep your resume. So you can apply for different vacancies on different modules also. It's not about only dedicated to cybersecurity SOC. అందరికీ అర్థమవుతుందా? అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So anyway, that I'll explain later once again. But up to here, see, you can see this vulnerability management dedicated to vulnerability management vacancy. This is endpoint protection is for the EDR DLP side, especially. These two vacancies we can apply from this particular endpoint protection security. Okay, this is second tab. So, but you should be aware of the tools also. Those tools I'll explain anyway. That is our next topic. And application security, don't apply these vacancies unless otherwise you are a developer, because they will ask about testing of the couple of scenarios also. Okay, that is WASP top 10 basically. Okay. Next one, network security. Yes, you can apply. Firewall I will teach. Okay. Next one is firewall or proxy or IDS IPS. And finally, cyber security SOC related vacancies. And one more tab I'll create. That tab is belongs to information security auditing related role vacancies. So these many vacancies you can apply. Clear now? But if you want to apply all those job vacancies, basic is common. Up to here are common. So from whatever sheets are there, sheet 1 to network and cyber attacks, this is common to each and every vacancy. Clear now? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so up to network and cyber attacks is common for every vacancy. And after that, okay, so dedicated to whatever module you are applying, you have to perfect in that module. Okay, anyway, once I'll explain the tool, then you'll come to know practical way how to differentiate each and every vacancy. Okay, clear? Okay, tomorrow agenda, whatever Azure Sentinel architecture diagram and a couple of theoretical parts are pending. From day after tomorrow onwards, I will show practical tools. Okay, guys, that's all from my side. Do you have any questions? Any questions? Okay, guys, then, yeah, please.
Sir, IBM Q has the storage calculation formula, right, sir?
Yes, correct.
Remaining tools are not storage formula?
No. There is no formula for remaining tools, Latifa. That is the problem here. Splunk, Exabeam, and also what else? Microsoft Azure Sentinel, Elk tool, and Logarithm. Those tools vendors, they did not specify any formula. Only QRadar is provided the formula.
Okay,
Clear?
sir. Okay.
Because I spoke
sir.
with all these vendors when I was working in Ericsson. So that time I spoke with all the vendors. I spoke with IBM, I spoke with Splunk, I spoke with Logarithm, I spoke with IBM, every vendor. Only IBM QRadar, even I have done the calculation also, by the way, architecture and solution architecture designs as well. So for one of the project. So that time vendor is not provided any storage calculation except IBM QRadar.
Okay,
even though they knows the formula, they will not share with us basically, because we are a distributor, we are consulting and service based company. Couple of secrets they will not reveal to us. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yeah. Any other? Okay, guys, thank you so much. Then tomorrow we'll continue around 11 o'clock, same time, and have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
And one more thing, I'm
Thank you.
uploading all the videos within 1 hour itself, but I'm forgetting to change the name of the respective format. Okay, yesterday also I uploaded by 1 o'clock itself, but I forgot to change the name. It's showing as a GMT, something like that. Okay, you can review that one also. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, please, Bindu.
Sir, investigations after the tools.
Yeah,
Sir,
after,
you
simultaneously I
said-
will teach Bindu. Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Maybe why?
Okay.
Because these people is not aware of tool, right? Everything they will think like a cybersecurity means theoretical. That's the reason. Maybe
Okay,
first,
sir.
at least I will show one tool to them. After that, then I will start investigation.
So first you start with phishing email if you don't mind.
Yeah,
please.
yeah, sure, definitely. Actually, I completed. You did not come to the class, basically.
Yes, sir. At that time I was out of
Oh,
state.
no, not only that
I
one.
went
Even
for
for this
the-
batch also, I completed offline batch. Right now, whatever it is running on, I forgot to inform to you,
Oh my-
unfortunately.
Sir,
Okay.
can you please share that?
Yeah. So that's fine then.
information?
Anyway, first I'll give priority to that one itself. Yeah.
Because recently also from many coming to know that phishing email they are giving more priority.
Yeah, that's correct. And moreover, I think maybe Thursday, is it possible to come to institute? Thursday. I mean, day after tomorrow evening.
Thursday. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'll come down.
Yeah.
Sir,
So
by what time
Thursday,
should I come down there?
around 9 o'clock morning. So Splunk as well as what is that? Office 365 phishing email investigation. Practical.
Okay. Sir, if possible, can you please let us know the queries also for Splunk?
Yes,
How
yes,
can
yes,
if
yes,
they
yes.
ask in the interview?
Yeah, sure.
A couple of queries for Splunk also, sir. Splunk and Azure Sentinel too, sir, so that it will be more benefitable. If in case
Sure, Bindu, that I will
if they
provide.
ask
Yeah.
to the worst.
Okay.
Thank
Any
you,
other?
sir.
You're
Thank you so
welcome. You're
much.
welcome,
Thank you
Bindu.
so
Yeah,
much for
no
your
problem.
cooperation. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'll definitely be 9 o'clock in the at the institute, sir. Thank you on
Yeah, sure.
Thursday.
Yeah. Any other queries, guys?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, in
No,
this
sir.
batch, anyone
No, sir,
is
thank
in
you.
Hyderabad? Anyone is from Hyderabad in this batch? Online batch, especially.
No, sir.
I'm
Okay,
from
is
Uppal, sir. I'm from Hyderabad, Naveen.
Naveen, is it? Okay, I'm asking you guys. Is it possible to come 1 week to institute around 4 to 5 days at least?
On morning time, sir.
Yeah.
Which time you are asking?
Yeah, 1 week you can come to Hyderabad. So I can show not only demos tools here, whatever I'm showing in the online, I can show practically with your hands you can do investigation. 1 week can you adjust and can you come to I mean maybe even after Christmas also fine for me. By the time I can complete couple of theoretical parts here. And if you need more tool access with practical and real time, because tool I will give demo tools here. Maybe you will understand or not, I'm not sure. For at least 3 to 4 days, if you are coming, then we can see practical sessions more. You can think about this one and let me know. At least 4 or 5 days to coming to Hyderabad, so that I can show more tools basically, right? Maybe right now, maybe I can give 1 or 2 only here. If you are coming here, I can teach maybe each and every solution is 4 tools. Example, EDR, Sophos, CrowdStrike, Defender, Carbon Block, 4. In the similar way, vulnerability management, Nessus and Qualys or Rapid7. SIEM tools, Sentinel, as Bindu asked, Sentinel, Splunk, IBM Q logarithm. I can give more tools, practical knowledge. Think about this one and let me know within 1 week. This is fine. Whatever I'm teaching, that is more than sufficient to crack the interviews. If you need and feeling that, okay, I need more tools, practice and so on. Okay, so think about that one. Come for at least 4 to 5 days to institute. Because a lot of confidential data is there in the tools. I can't show that one through online. So that is the reason I'm asking. Okay, clear? Anyway, so that's fine then. That's all for today. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, have a great day. Yeah, thanks.